The Weeknd knows a thing or two about writing a hit. He has got 28 songs with over 1 billion streams on Spotify. But here's the thing most people miss. The production is a massive part of why his music hits so hard. Today, we're breaking down exactly how that sound works, while making a dark pop track inspired by The Weeknd completely from scratch. We'll explore what makes his music tick, from the chords and sound design to melody choices and arrangement. And if you stick around, I'll show you how to get your beats sounding way louder and hitting way harder using mix bus processing. Let's get into the video. When you're making chords for dark pop, dark R&B beats inspired by The Weeknd, the key is keeping things simple. But how can you make your chords stand out and stop them from sounding boring and stale? Here are 2 key, super easy things you can do to level up those chord progressions and get them standing out from the crowd. So right now, we have this progression and it sounds pretty boring. So what can we do to add extra flavor? Well, the first thing is, instead of playing regular major and minor chords, we can add some sevenths in. All I'm going to do is take this D minor chord and move the D down to a C to create a 7th. Then I'm going to do the same thing in this E minor chord, moving the E down to a D to create an E minor 7th. Let me show you how that makes this progression more emotional instantly. And the next thing we can do is play with the timing. By moving some of our chords back a bit so they hit before the downbeat, we can create a way more interesting rhythm that we can then build some drums around. One of the key parts to nailing the vibe on Weeknd-inspired dark pop, dark R&B beats is the sound design. Let me show you how we're going to go from a basic chord progression like this to an insane, vibey progression like this. The difference is insane. So let me go through each plugin one by one and show you how you can make that difference in your own tracks. First off, we have a very simple EQ, just boosting some frequencies I like, cutting off a bit of top and bottom end to keep it nice and tight. That sounds like this. Next up, we've got an RC20 retro color, which is adding some vibe, a bit of wobble, distortion, noise, a little bit of that magnetic to give it that kind of glitchy, fluttery sound. That sounds like this. These are pretty subtle so far. Let me go on to the real heavy hitter in this chain. This is the amazing EFX fragments from Arturia, and just watch what this does. It's like a granular synthesis plugin. It's crazy. Instant, super vibe. Next up, to glue this together, add a little bit of saturation. We're going for a vibey tube compressor, which sounds like this. Adding a lot of thickness and weight. And lastly, we are just trimming the high end and low end again, so we can add more stuff and build out this arrangement that sounds like this. I make these videos to help you become a better producer. But to be real, tutorials can only get you so far. True growth happens when you've got a coach in your corner 100% focused on you. That's your goals, your process, and your sound. And that is why I built Producer's Paradise. It's a 12-week mentorship program designed to help you stop second-guessing yourself, actually finish the songs that you start, and get clean, pro-sounding results every single time. So if you're done treading water and ready to make the best music of your life, hit the link in the bio. Let's get back to the video. I just love this perk loop I just found. I'm just gonna try and get some LFO on it to make it like hit with the groove more. Okay, cool. There's just one note I want to cut out, which is the 16th. Not a fan of that one. Yeah, this needs percussion, like, right now. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. We've got this Lin hat, but it's a bit boring, so let's try putting Portal on and getting like a granular kind of pitchy effect or something. With Portal on, that's sounding much better, and wonder if we got an LFO tool on there as well to modulate the groove even more. Right, we've got the drums and the keys sounding amazing, but before we get into another of the key points I wanted to make in this video, which is how to make dark pop, dark R&B melodies like The Weeknd, we need to add in some bass. got it there. Let's take a listen to our bass without any plugins. This is when plugins activated. Now I want to show you a really cool little trick to make your bass sound better, and it uses a free plugin, so let's go over that. I'm going to grab this polyverse wider, completely free. I'm going to put the low bypass to like 150 hertz, and this means that this isn't going to affect the low end, so we're going to keep our low end nice and stable, and then we are just going to make this wider. So this is without this bass trick. With. Actually insane. As promised, this is how you make amazing dark R&B, dark pop melodies for the Weeknd. Start by grabbing a chill bell sound like this. Now in terms of notes, you want to play something really chill and catchy that you can do a ton of sound design on later. For our basic melody, which is like an art pattern, we're going to go for these 4 notes. A, C, D, E. We're just going to play that in over and over. Now we just click this in, so we're going to press Ctrl H to humanize and just change the velocities and the positioning of the notes just a little bit. Next we need to go crazy with sound design, so I added these plugins. This is without and with. Completely changes the sound. It goes crazy. Next we need to add a counter melody. Okay, we just took a quick side quest to add in this really cool key sound, which sounds a little bit like this. And in the mix, just adding a little bit of that rhythmic feeling. Let's go back to the melody we were originally supposed to be doing. So to make synth leads like the Weeknd, the key is to get these nice, dreamy kind of sounds. I've pulled this up in Analog Lab. It's not too prominent, it's not going to get in the way of the vocal, but it still adds an incredibly nice vibe. In terms of the notes you want to be playing, the Weeknd doesn't go for anything too complex in his leads. It's mostly just chord tones. So I've made this little melody just using 4 notes. Super simple. It goes A, G, D. We add the effects. And then we hear it in the mix. Doesn't that sound crazy? Now that we've got our beat sounding amazing, I want to show you how you can use mix bus processing to make your demos and beats knock way, way harder. So here's what our beat sounds like without any mix bus processing. Now let's listen to our mix with mix bus processing, then we're going to dive in and I'm going to show you a couple of plugins that are going to make a big difference to your sound. Now let's dive into a couple of the plugins that are making this huge difference in our perceived loudness and punch. First up is this Vertigo VSC2 compressor. This emulates an SSL bus compressor, and having this on your mix bus with some fairly conservative settings is a game changer. Let's hear this with and without. The next plugin I want to show you is this amazing tape plugin from SPL called the Machine Head. This is a direct code port of some crazy old school hardware unit, which is awesome and it sounds amazing. Let's hear what this is doing. So you can really hear it's giving you that sense of depth and space and really helping you get that feeling of a true analog mix. Right, we are ready to listen to our final beat. Just before we do, remember, if you want to start making music you're proud of, get your mixes hitting crazy hard and a whole lot more, there is a link in the bio that's going to tell you all about how you can do that. Let's take a listen to this final beat. Someone needs to go in on this with some crazy flow or something.